hoopinhoops.com. Don't forget to subscribe. Okay, let's jump right into it. So the first round of the NBA playoffs is complete, and the second round has started. I won't say much on the Lakers Grizzlies series other than Ja Morant manned up and faced the reporters. Dylan Brooks, I can't say as much. The Lakers will be facing the Golden State Warriors, which puts LeBron James in a rematch with Steph Curry. I know LeBron is on a different team. Although it may not be a team rivalry, the frequency with which those two great players have faced each other resembles what I will call a player rivalry. Now, we know Steph Curry has won um, more games than LeBron James, but everything else in terms of points per game, field goal percentage, everything else favors LeBron. But I mean, of course, the main thing that counts is the wins, and Steph Curry has more wins than LeBron. So we'll see how this one goes. But for this series, most persons seem to be of the belief that the Warriors are going to win the series. I think the Lakers will win the series. It is no secret the Warriors have the advantage on the perimeter offensively, especially with Steph Curry's ability to shoot that three pointer, and create his own shot. And on the other hand, the Lakers will have the advantage in the paint. AD will have to dominate the paint, and of course, with Draymond Green and what's the center? I, his name seems to be slipping my mind right now. Kevon Looney. Kevon Looney, that's right. Um, yeah, I don't think the two offensively should outmatch Anthony Davis. So, and Anthony Davis, at least in the regular season, seemed to show that he could dominate the two of them. So, but Anthony Davis in the playoffs so far, he seemed to be playing and is putting out a significant effort every other game. In this series, he will have to do a bit better than that. At the same time, Curry is not hot every game. So, he will cool off for certain games, which will somewhat give the Lakers a chance, I should say, in some of those games. Of course, in some games where he's hot, it's not impossible for the Lakers to win. Just like on the days when AD, is dominating, it's not impossible for the Warriors to win. But you know, so clearly, what I favor the Warriors on the perimeter and on the interior. I'm saying it favors the Lakers. What is left is the in between. And that difference I give to the Lakers primarily because of LeBron James. I think it will be a long series. But the reason I give the Lakers the slight edge and not a larger edge is because of the experience of the Warriors as a team. The core has been together for a while, and I believe they have an understanding of what it takes to win. Had it not been for the experience, I would have given the Lakers a bit of a large advantage. And of course, we saw the Lakers defeat the Warriors 3-1 in the regular season. And of course, I mean, for those who are saying, well, it's too different, it's a different animal playing in the playoffs, they're right. Which is why I'm discounting the 3-1. Because if I go strictly based on 3-1, it means that the Lakers are, just better than the Warriors. And I don't think that is the case. I think it will be a closely, um, it will be a close, closely competitive game, and as I said, a long series. Wiggins was out, we know, for a large part of the regular season, and he is a key part of the offense. Gary Payton the second was also hurt, after they traded for him, and he was out for a while. But especially Wiggins, what Wiggins does for the offense is important. He kinds of plays in the mid range, which adds potency to the Warriors' offense. And of course, we know he's extremely important to the defense. So, so the advantage that the Lakers seem to have in the regular season, Wiggins will mitigate some of that to some degree. So I'm expecting an exciting series, but as I said, I expect a long series, but I expect the Lakers to have the edge. With the Nuggets Suns game, I expect Denver to win the series. The Suns are facing a much different challenge with the Nuggets than they did with the Clippers. The thing is, when they faced the Clippers was a more defensive team. Now, although the Clippers could put some points on the scoreboard, even with Kawhi, the offensive game was not their forte. They could score, make no mistake about that. We know, Kawhi, he's like an assassin. He goes out there and he just does his thing. But defense is the calling point, the calling card, if you want to call it that. And the thing is, despite the Clippers being defensive, it really does not matter against Phoenix because the majority of the offense comes from Kevin Durant and Devin Booker, and they will score no matter what defense you put on them. You will slow them down, but they will score, and that's the thing um, with the difference between the Clippers and Denver. Denver are a bit less defensive, and the defense really does not matter too much, as I said, against Phoenix. The other thing, other side of it is that um, Denver is more potent offensively, especially with the Joker, especially with Jamal Murray, you know, and that's where it matters because now the Nuggets, you have a team that could score more, and just getting points outside of um, KD and Booker is going to be a challenge for you know for the Suns. And so the Suns will have to figure out who else is going to give them points. Aiton is going to give some points. Chris Paul is going to give some points, but I don't really think it's going to be enough to overcome the offense of the Denver Nuggets. The other thing is, persons have to remember, Phoenix gave away the defensive players, Michael Bridges and so forth. So now the players they would have put on, a Jamal Murray or Kevin Porter Jr. is gone. And, you know, they will have to figure out what they're going to do to to slow down the Nuggets offense. That said, you know, Denver's offense is going to outweigh um, just the combined offense of KD and Booker. And we know Phoenix bench is thin, so I think Denver is going to win the series, and they're going to take a trip straight back to the Western Conference Finals. And of course, we will have to see who is going to face Denver when they get there. So, advantage Denver. Hoopinhoops.com.